Dusty Baker said it was a big game. They won the big game, forcing a Game 6 in Houston. Let's listen in to the Astros winning skipper.
It sounded like you told me kind of what was happening. Minter's tough, tough man. And, he's had our number pretty good this series. And I'm just glad that Maldy got the walk, and glad that Marvin, that was a big hit. That was a real big hit. But you can't let him get too far ahead of you, because this guy has a lot of weapons to work on you with.
Brian in the third row.
Dusty, we dealt with this last year where you guys are on 3-0 in the ALCS, and obviously you need 2 more wins, but it seems like every time other people count you guys out, you guys always find a way to answer and respond. What's it just continue to say about this team and this entire group that they can almost always find a way to get themselves out of this?
Well, number one, we don't really worry about what other people say or what they think. I mean, it's what you think of yourself and what you think of each other on the team that really counts. And so, these guys are together. They've been through, many of these battles. And so, they don't know how to quit. And they're always looking for an edge or an opening. And fortunately tonight, we took advantage of some.
Brian in the second row.
The first inning grand slam, what were your thoughts, when that ball sailed out? And the fact it was the first inning, did that give you, just some confidence you guys still had a lot of chances to
Well, yeah, I mean, I always say if it's going to happen, let it happen early. You don't want it to happen in the middle of the game or toward the end of the game. And, the guys came through. That's what counts. And today really felt like, the World Series, because we got to, go on the field and see all the people and see all the media and, it felt like the World Series, where the others, felt like we were coming out of, the dungeon and just going to play. And so, that was big, the fact that we got to, get on the field.
Far back on your left, Ryan.
Dusty, Maldonado today, I mean, he's the guy at the bottom of the order. He's, compared to the other guys in that lineup, he's not the most dangerous batter, but he knocked in RBIs in 3 different ways, a sac fly, a walk, and a single. Just how important is it for a guy like that at that point of your order to come through with the driving the runs home?
Well, it's real important. And, the fact that, he was battling and not looking at the scoreboard, you can get down looking up there. I mean, when you're hitting, you're not on the interstate. And so, another big hit, which was huge, was Bregman getting us back, in that game so quickly, because, I'm sure everybody talks about the shutdown inning. That was a shutdown inning for them. But, we answered back with 2, and that made it a 2-0 game versus a 4-0 game.
Good at Dave, far back on your right, Dusty.
Dusty, talking about last year when you were down 3-0 with Tampa Bay, got it to a 7th game. Does 3-1 seem just a lot more manageable than 3-0? And do you feel like with them, they had a chance to close it out, and the pressure's now a lot more on them? They got to get on a plane.
No, not really. The pressure's still on us because they got the lead. They still have to win. They only have to win 1, and we have to win 2. And but the fact is, we are going home. We didn't want to end here with the celebration here. We wanted to go home to give us, the best chance, to win with our fans, because you see, how important the fans are, here to this team, and they're equally as important, with our team, as far as getting us ready. Us knowing the field, us knowing the conditions, and just the comforts of being home versus being on the road.
We'll stay there with Tyler.
Dusty, using Urquidy today,
Yes.
Obviously he did a nice job, but does that take him out of the mix for Game 6? And do you know who you're starting in Game 6?
Well, I mean, we're down to kind of, Garcia, at this point. I think that's regular rest or 1 day short. When you're down, 3-1, you just got to kind of pull out all the stops to your rotation. And, if a guy's tired, it really doesn't matter, because your next step is, is home, and you know, like we were ready to go home. So, you know, all the guys, you know, gutted it out and you know, gave us all that they had, including Urquidy. And you know, we thought Urquidy could, you know, not at that point. You didn't want to trade runs with him. You wanted to shut him down to give you a chance to, you know, to come back.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.